Alright, we are recording, and the game hasn't hooked in just yet, but that's okay because I decided. So technically, I broke a rule, but it's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'll explain. Technically, I broke a rule because the rule is I don't play Going Medieval except when I'm recording it because I intend to review it. I want the whole experience. I did bring it up very shortly, though, so I could get some screenshots and build this. I'm not sure how well this will come through in the video. And I also just realized something. Hang on. OBS does a weird thing. I'm not sure exactly why it is. There we go. It was cropping part of the window. Hang on. And anyway, well, it's better at least. Yeah, whatever. It's just weird. Anyhow, I took some screenshots of the list of domestic animals, and I built up this table of them in DB Browser for SQLite, which I'm not sure if that is actually appearing in the. Looks like it might not be. Let me just check if there is anything. There we go. That's the setting I want. Okay. So yeah, now you can see that up there and it's capturing the whole window. Perfect. So yeah, I filled it all in. I did the only two changes I needed to make from the original table in the game was to split off sex from animal, because how it's actually presented, there's like ass and then parenthesis F for female and ass male. So I split those off into two columns, and also I converted age from year and day to just day because it makes things a lot easier. And I used 48 days for a year because each season in the game is 12 days, so it's 48 for a year. But I did this so I could just prove the point about the whole, in the game, all you can really do is filter. Sorry, not filter, is order, like that. Whereas, in truth, this is actual database software, but it's still, you can do some fun stuff. Like, so I'm first sorting by age group here, but if you hold down control in the software and then you click on another, it sorts that one by that one as well. So first by age group and then by age. Also does remind me, there's something, I think it's with the chickens. Where is it? Yes, okay. So that's also one thing I can do in this is just filter down to, I don't know if that is coming up, but use as exact filter when you right click. Anyhow, one thing weird here that I noticed, you see how we got young, and I mean, 1 day, that makes sense for young. 9, young. 9, mature? What? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. And we've also got 2 11s here that are young, but we got a 9 here that's mature, 12 here. I guess they just have it set where female, where the hens are, they mature faster. I don't know if that's actually true in real life or not, or if this might be some sort of small bug. But in any case, yeah, I just wanted to kind of prove the point that, I built this all up. This, not necessarily in SQL, but in some way this table does exist within my save. And then I did this as well, which is I just set up an SQL filter, SQL query. With this, I'm excluding asses, cats, and dogs because the asses I want for hauling. I don't want them for slaughter. And cats and dogs I'm not going to slaughter. I don't see a need for that. But then make it where, okay, the age group has to be mature. I don't want to slaughter any young ones. Train is at NA, meaning that they've already been trained. And then just as the example, age greater than 12. So they're more than 1 season old. That's a list of all of them. Now, technically, this doesn't exclude, like, one of the female, one of the male chickens, but it still is. This is a list of basically every animal that I may decide is, yeah, I'm comfortable with slaughtering these. So, and then, I can also, and animal equals chicken, run it, and now, just these are all the animals all the chickens that are basically old enough to slaughter, I could potentially say. I would want to preserve at least one female, at least one male, but it's still, this is a much easier list to work with, and it's already very much sorted, filtered down. It's like I'm dealing with 6 instead of 64 animals I have to look at, and it's like even just looking at only the chickens. I mean, 15 versus 6. It's like, this should be a feature of the game. It really should be. And this is why I've been complaining about it so much in the recordings. is because I know that this is absolutely doable. Like in theory, you might even be able to access the save and pull the table out. So I wouldn't need to write this all by hand. I just don't know how to do that. And then this is basically the same thing. I just set it up so that the NAs are shown as empty, but is otherwise the same thing. So yeah, I really wanted to prove my point on that since I was complaining on it so much last week. And yeah, I'm going to close that table now, hopefully, because the game has been running in the background the entire time, but it seems not to have hooked in, so I'll just, there we go. So I'm just using the window. Hopefully it'll figure itself out. And actually, hang on, let me check. There. No, that's actually fine. Don't need the window title bar here. But yeah, so come on, Foxy Voxel. I have no idea if anyone they would ever see these videos, but I mean seriously, that should be a feature. Why it isn't annoys me. And you could even go further. You not just have it there, but once this comes up, here as well. Like, letting somebody know what all those are in a table and doing a similar kind of query where it's like, holy shit, this person has culinary 38. Cooking should be very high. But I'm also just... Are there any others that benefit from cooking? I don't think so, but... yeah, and it's also... They need to address this as well. So, like, why do we have two things based on botany here? I mean, I get that they're different things, but it should be... Hey, you're very high on botany. That's a very high skill for you. Single thing that controls botany and then specialize within that. I mean, just... It's a freaking mess. But, yeah. Oh, and just to be clear, this is the table. That I just took screenshots of and then recreated. I did have it sorted, like that, but I mean, it's... Oh no, it was... I just took screenshots of this and stuck it in. That's all I did. And you can see how they have, female and male recorded in this column, which is a little annoying. And then also the age groups there, the young versus mature. But that's all I did. Just really wanted to make that point clear, and I also just realized, hang on, I forgot to grab the right mouse. I don't remember what this is technically called. I think it's the Microsoft Arc mouse. I love it. It's great, but it's not so good for gaming. So I got my, I say it Rocat, but it's, and I know I've talked about it before, but the Rocat or Rocket Cone XP. It's really nice. It has just like having the actual scroll wheel instead of like a touch area is pretty handy. But yeah, so let's just get this going. Oh, yeah. I forgot to pull up my stream notes, which is nothing. This has been a pretty calm week for news, which is not surprising, really. And just so sorry, I'm just dealing with it. Clearing out an email, just GOG telling me, hey, you got these games on your wishlist that are on sale, and there are actually some. Like, I bought Supreme Commander 2 at release. That's right. It's actually funny, I had that on disc, but that was one of those, yes, you have the disc, but you basically have to activate it on Steam. And it's just, I wouldn't mind. Oh, good, it looks like OBS did hook in finally. But it's like you can just activate it on Steam and then just use it on Steam kind of thing. I was like, you don't really need the disc, but I do technically have the disc down there. Wouldn't mind getting that on GOG, so it's not just on Steam, just as a kind of, the heck, what, why? Oh, wait, no, I kind of knew that would be happening. Because the schedule that I gave everyone hasn't yet, settled. So it's like they were genuinely exhausted. That's fine. I'm not. This isn't a good thing, but it's like it'll sort itself out actually. Okay, how do I? What do I have them focused on? Research at the moment. Okay. Let's do that. I don't even remember why I have them focusing on research, but I really, really want them to focus on these. At least those do seem to be working. The traps. They're not doing what I want them to do. What the? Oh! Because they're doing that stuff. Okay, at least there's one dude bothering to do what I want. Okay, you know what? Which one is your room? Marcus, okay. I can't even just tell him to go to sleep. But hang on, That... Are you serious? Hang on. Is there another one? This is a hilarious bug to me. Oh my god. How have they never noticed that? Oh my god. That is such a hilarious bug. You need to have the right background, though, to really laugh at it. And for me, the background is LaTeX. So what's happening here is it should be Goda apostrophe S or Marcus apostrophe. Well, technically, it should just be Marcus apostrophe. You don't need the apostrophe S. But instead, what something is doing, something about the typesetting here, it could be the font or how things being fed into the font, or it could be something else, is telling it, no, the apostrophe is actually an accent. And so it's putting an accent on the S. Which is why it's a little bit more obvious here. You see it above the S instead of between the two S's. Oh my god, that is hilarious. That is so hilarious. Because, I mean, that I don't remember. I don't think that counts as ligature. No, ligatures are something else entirely. But it's, although I will grant, this makes it look almost like a ligature because of how it's kind of squeezed in right there. But, oh man. No, this is it's okay. So part of also my background that makes this so amusing to me is because I did QA for 10 years. Well, video game QA. I'm still doing QA, just not on video games. I actually get paid now. But that is exactly the kind of thing I would spot. I'm completely serious. Where we would have like a dozen people on the team, and we would have had like hundreds, thousands of hours in something. I would spot that, and everyone else would be like, "Wait, really?" And no one else would have even noticed. Even if we were looking at that, there's so many people that would not notice that is wrong. Oh man, that is hilarious. Actually, hang on. Let me just. Okay. What do I even want to call it? Yeah. It's also, I will admit, this I'm gonna struggle a little bit with just because I know I'm on camera. And here, you know what? I know what I'm going to do that will help me with writing this. I'm just going to pause the recording and write this out. I will not submit it before I unpause the recording. It's just the consciousness of the mic and the recording is making my mind stumble a little bit on words. So give me a moment. I will be right back, which, yeah. Okay, so not only did pausing like that help me with writing this, I also discovered something that was super helpful. So, as say here, when inspecting a settler's bed or chamber, the apostrophe that should be present to indicate possession instead being interpreted as an accent on the following S. Okay, so reproduction steps, just click on and inspect a bed owned by a character. Well, actually, here, let me change that to settler. Notice the ownership is shown as S with an apostrophe, with an accent. How did I do that? I shall explain. For example, then using Goda and Goda. Expected behavior is that, but the actual behavior, here's what. So I'm not sure. Some games, it would not surprise me if they actually are using some kind of markdown for this, because I hate markdown. I really do, but it is in some ways useful. In markdown, if you want to mark something as code, you use that key, that kind of key that is, I don't remember what I think it's the grave, maybe, or grave? Same key as the tilde. But that, I hit, and then, because like, okay, I'll do that because it's a different way to quote something, but notice what happens. That's taken as an accent. So it actually might be the case. And here, I will even, let me even check this, because this is an actual thing as well. Yeah, I'm looking up Foxy Voxel. I just want to know where they're from. If they're not American, then this makes so much sense. If they are European, I like almost know exactly what's going on. Almost. Serbia. Yep. Okay, that explains it so much. So, even though I don't know how much Serbia is English speaking or English writing. I don't know. But this is actually the apostrophe is in English isn't the same everywhere. And by that I mean we use an apostrophe s to denote possessive, and the apostrophe character is essentially a single quote. Some other countries, or rather some other languages, use other symbols there. And some do use that grave for that. Or at least, they use that instead of an apostrophe, because an apostrophe is also a single quote. So, like, I've been reading through Lord of the Rings. Tolkien was British, so he doesn't use double quotes to indicate when somebody's speaking. He's using single quotes. Now, he does also use an apostrophe for possessive, but it's just one of those, this is a different writing convention. So that's what's actually happening here. Very potentially. Because, I mean, this is legitimately what would be happening. Is the code is being told to take settler's name and attach apostrophe S. Except whoever put that code in told it, because that's very likely their own convention, grave or grave S, which then the language system is interpreting as an accent. So it's changing it to that. That is so hilarious. And hang on, I just want to check something. Okay, so it isn't being applied, or at least it isn't being shown in this with the on a capital. Which, well, here, I'm gonna submit this. Or try to. Okay. When I do this, because notice how it is capitalized here, and when it's very small right there, so that's the accents just being forced up. But this is very possibly a different font than what's in the bug submit here. I didn't know that would stay there. But yeah, so that's. But no, that is completely just. If I hadn't discovered that with the grave, then. And hang on, I now I just I need to answer this question. What is? Oh. Okay, that can work. Okay, it's grave or grave accent. That's here we go. You know what would probably help me with trying to look up how to pronounce this is if I knew how to read phonetic phonetic punctuation. That's something very different.
Grave accent.
Okay, so it's grave, not grave. I have heard some describe it pronounced that way, but it's just grave. Got it. And that was I don't even remember where it was now. I'm already closing tabs. Um, but yeah, that is exactly and completely just a writing convention difference. Um, So, yeah, it is still a bug. It is still absolutely a bug because it should not be doing that. It should be one way or another. So, it is, like, it shouldn't. There's a disagreement, and I can go. There's a disagreement between what the game's language is expecting and however who wrote that in there is doing this. And it's just that disagreement is what caused this issue. That would also explain why it could have gone so long with internal testing with people not noticing that. Just because it is such a weird edge case kind of thing. And I also just want to check. Okay. Wait, what? Oh no, he is sleeping. I thought I saw him still nearby. No, he's in bed now. Good. Oh, yes. What do we... I know I was focusing on something. I just don't remember what it was. That kind of would be nice. I think it may have been that I was going for this. But there's also this, too, that might be nice to have. And it'll give me a way to work through iron and such. You know, that would be a good feature. They probably don't have it, though. I mean, it'll replace walls, but it can't replace another door. I have no idea if that will make it harder for animals to get in or not, but regardless. What? Okay. Okay, let me try something. It almost certainly will not work. I have no... Okay. You've got to be kidding. Yes. Everything on vermin control. That is vermin. And nothing's after. Okay. What? Doesn't think this is an enclosed area. Alright. It's a new one on me. That does give me one idea. I don't like it, but it does at least give me an idea. And that's, I do remember that I was thinking about changing this up a lot. How deep is it? Like, if I wanted to go under the river, how big a problem would that be? Oh, are you kidding me? I can't dismantle it and then move it. Damn it. Pop that. Oh, wait, no. No. Cancel that. Well. Okay. There. Come on. Okay. Sorry. But I kind of want that done. Now I'll just, like, use ladders or something here to get it down and go underneath the river, which in theory should be quite cold then, and keep the carcasses there. Well, actually, I should just try to move all this down, and then, like, have this be empty. That's gonna take crafting and construction. It's actually kind of weird. Why are they taking so long to do that, whereas they did the other things so much earlier? know, we gave somebody that job. But it may have been somebody I then, like, emphasized, hey, do that stuff to keep the animals away. Okay. There. Okay, good. It looks like everything has been at least cut up. Oh, wait, no. That's fine. Crafting can. Down, though. Would that be mining then? Or construction? Guess mining. Aw, man, it did still fill up with water. Yeah, actually, let me... There. Yeah, that's it. No, actually, that's making me... Oh, are they doing that? That might actually be the case. If it's something like they're just coming in from under it. Which, unfortunately, there's not much I can do short of, like, really destroying a lot. Yes, that is true. I also need to do it over here. Wow. This whole time, that's what it was. Doors are apparently transparent to the floor. Crap, that's tough. Like, that would also be why I couldn't, why I could never make this into the kitchen. That would be exactly why. This whole freaking time. I'm still gonna, like, dig down to there. Still gonna do that. But damn, that is so freaking annoying. Why would anyone think that? The door has a floor. It straight up does. You can see it. But no, things just go through it. I mean, it even left the floor. What the heck? Oh my god. How? That's a little weird. Like, I want to tell them, hey, carry them over there. Like, that actually is supposed to be a thing. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before, but... Okay, yeah. There. You have plenty of allowed resources. What are you talking? Well, in any case, well, no, that okay, there. Come on, where's the wood? There, yeah, there's absolutely more than enough allowed resources. There's some other reason it's unhappy here. You know, that also explains why they're not really going down there. The, uh, the annoying animals. Yeah, you know what? That is very true. Think I need... Oh, no, these are just off. Never mind. Cool. What? Alright, phew. Those are now all... Oh no, that's brewing station, not fermenting station. So there's a roof there, it's just hidden. Why are you just sitting there? It's like, this room should be cold. We can go back up. Come back. Sure. I'm gonna take both of these and try to move them away. I should just try to make it a second story here, but... Yeah. There. And that, it won't show me because of that. There. No settlers should be idle. Everybody has something they can be doing. Oh, wait, you're idle for other reasons. Let me actually research. Actually, no. Research can even be 3. Technically, this should be allowed. And how are these? Oh, they're going. Oh, yeah. Dissolution. What does that even mean? Okay, none of you need to be sleeping on the ground. I don't know why any of you would. Now... Oh, that's true. I can also move things up there. Who's hunting? What are you talking about? I'm not trying to put anything near a map. Whippling milk, juice fermenting milk. Okay, so it's basically that very order. Until you have 20. Okay. There. Alright. And the reason I did that is I want to open up another sewing station. Actually, there's a lot of things I'd like to move around, but now this is... just accept this. Well... 10 and 20 on healing and simple. There's a lone wooden floor in here? There. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I got winter on top. There. There. I think I should be fine on cooking. So, do it that way. 20, 20, 40. How long have I been going? 50 minutes, I can be stopping. Okay. Did that ever get built? Yes, it did. What's the temperature jump? Huh. still warmer there than outside. I wonder how that exactly is working. But I didn't even notice that I hadn't paused. I mean, that's fine. I just didn't notice. Here. That's basically what I wanted. So I at least have one step up in. And you know, it's also true. Once I do that, in theory... Wow, I got a lot of that. How the hell do I have so much? Anyway, if I move this stuff down there, it'll be safe. I mean, it's safe now, but I could then duplicate this below and have a lot more available for things. Oh, good. I have access to almost everything now. That would make some people very happy, but I don't want to see the point to it. Crossbows could be nice. But I think I want to go with that, preserving. Oh, no. Forever. All the way up top. That's what I thought as well. So the idea here is, because the packaged food should last the longest, try to get everything to that. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. Nope, not. But yeah, just try to get everything to that. Make that the top priority. Because that, by lasting the longest, I have the least concerns then about running out of food. So long as, you know, food is still being produced. Alright. There, and I don't think anything else connecting with that. What does this technically fall under? Is this crafting? I don't know. And I do know I need to be stopping soon. I'm just... basically just thinking. Okay. Now I want you to come over here. It is considered crafting. So you can take advantage of the cold while I can. I think that's... yeah. Well, okay, he's the idiot wearing the summer clothes. Like, they're all idiots for wearing summer clothes. Why should I have to do this for? Can't I have got plenty of winters, so I'm just... Even though, well... a whole two people were wearing COVID clothes. A whole two. Should not need to do that. Seriously? Wait, what? Oh, is the Gambison? Is that what we're seeing? Oh, sorry, light armor. It's just weird that it's like she's working and such, but technically is not wearing any clothes. Little weird. Alright, well, that is enough then. Man, that is fun. I wonder if anyone else has caught and reported that accent bug. And I guess one thing I will add, because I did do it in that report, one thing that we started doing in the game QA, sorry, just stretching, that I really liked when we started doing that was how I've had in there the expected behavior and the actual behavior. I was like, yeah, describing the bug, everybody can understand doing that. Reproduction steps, not everyone, but I still think a lot of people would understand that. But just basically short bullet point, this is what I expect to be happening, this is what is actually happening, I think are both very good additions to have as well in any bug report. Because, I mean, it does two things. One is it allows the developer to just look at them and be like, okay, I now understand what you're talking about. Because people can meander when they're giving a description. Trust me, I know. I do that myself sometimes. And I've also had to deal with people reporting bugs that the description is very meandering, such that we have no real idea what the hell they're talking about. But just those nice bullet points of this is what I'm expecting, this is what is actually happening, is very helpful for somebody reading it, but it's also helpful, I think, for the person writing it, as just say, no, condense it down here. You still have the full description. We can go and describe it in as many words as you want. But by having those two bullet points, it's still, like, it helps you focus down to just that. Yeah. But anyway, that was an interesting bug to find. Very minor, very minor. And by the way, for anyone wondering, the whole I complain about I guess technically I could give feedback about the whole table thing that I showed, the SQL table stuff. But I don't know, it's just they wouldn't know me from Adam in those reports, but it's just because I do intend to review, I kind of don't want to try interfering much. I'm saying reporting a bug is one thing. And I've done that with other games as well, that I've been actively reviewing, not just this, where it's like I'm continuing to play it, monitoring things changing. Ultimately, we'll do a full review when it finally reaches full release. But it's just, I don't know, it's just, even though I probably in this scenario don't need to do that, because I don't have, I'm using that button, I'm not going to be, any more or less significant than any other player, but it still is. I feel like I should keep to that rule of just no, don't don't really reach out short of like bugs like this. Well, technically any bug, but just feedback stuff. Because I am a reviewer, I'm trying to keep to that rule. I mean, if I had purchased the game, that would be different. But the key was provided. The intention has always been for reviewing it. So, yeah. And it is also, I don't know how well I could really go through and do all that. Plus, there's also the element of I've been doing these videos for how freaking long, and they're always tagged as being Going Medieval videos. And there is, like, you're not just the game is that, but also what this is. So in theory, people are seeing this. In theory. So it's, I don't, it's just a combination of things where it's like, yeah, I'm not going to do it that way because I don't, let me put it another way. I don't want to write a review and say, hey, I told them to do this, and then they ended up doing it. That's not ever something I want to put in a review. Okay? So, yeah. There's that situation that's also interfering with this. And if you just heard a click, that was my mouse. Yeah, the Microsoft Arc mouse, I do like it. One thing that's really nice is when it's off, to have it be off, you have it be flat. But to turn it on, you curve it so it fits your hand. It's great because it's an easy on-off. It's a simple design, elegant design in its simplicity. That's one way I've definitely put it, because it's very efficient, and it's great for portability because when it's off, it's just flat, except for the bulge that has all the electronics, including the batteries. I mean, it's like it's such a nice, intelligent mouse. The only change, I'm dead serious, the only change I would make to it, if Microsoft would ever ask or somehow learn of me having any opinion here, is have it support Bluetooth. Because while I don't mind, I got the Framework 16 has plenty of USB ports. But I don't necessarily like that one has to be dedicated to the receiver for this thing. The receiver and transmitter for this thing. Actually, no, I guess it would only be a receiver. But, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like, that's the only thing. Like, that's part of the reason why the Rocket Mouse I mentioned, I really liked, is that I got it for the test system. And it is wireless. I actually have the wired version on my desktop. I know I've talked about this before. It has both its own custom receiver that's like really fast, and in theory I can also plug it in to use it that way, but I can also swap it to Bluetooth. So I actually have it paired to the laptop for Bluetooth, because then it doesn't take anything and lets me just use that, and it is a more comfortable mouse for gaming than the Arc Touch. But for normal uses, the Arc is fine. Sorry, not Arc Touch, just Arc. But it's like, yeah, the ability to have that be Bluetooth so that it's I don't need that receiver, that USB port taken, that would be nice. That's legitimately the only criticism I have. Well, I guess maybe one other, but that's the rubber that's on the part that bends. That's, covering it, protecting it. It would be nice if it was something a little different that like could be replaced, because that is wearing. It's still like holding up pretty damn well, and I've had this thing, been using it for so long. Yeah, just see like a little bit of repairability to the design, but no, a version 2 would just, in my opinion, would just be adding Bluetooth. I was like, that, yes, love it. Anyway, see you next time.